relatively cool start, down into the mid-60s, waking up early Thursday right around sunrise. We are expecting mostly dry conditions again tomorrow, but heading into Friday and Saturday, those storm chances looking a little bit better. We'll have more on that in just about 10 minutes.
The back-to-school hustle is in full force. You can check out all the parents, kids, maybe probably some teachers picking up those last-minute school supplies today. This is the Target at the Augusta Exchange. You could not get me within 10 miles of that place right
There's
now.
some traffic today. Yeah, it's a big time. All in preparation for the big day tomorrow, the first day of school for both Richmond and Columbia counties.
All students in Columbia County will head back to class tomorrow. In Richmond County, a reminder, there is a staggered start this year, so elementary school students, you have your first day tomorrow. Everyone else starts back on Monday.
Well, if you're feeling frazzled, maybe you need a refresher on those first day checklists. We are on your side today with everything you need to know to be prepared for day one.
Our Kennedy Harris live now from Target. Kennedy, I am willing to bet there are some frazzled last-minute shoppers out there behind you.
That's right, Laura. Parents are in and out of here right now trying to get those last-minute supplies. But in addition to that, parents also have to prepare their kids for the new safety guidelines. Now, Richmond County has this back-to-school checklist posted on their website to remind parents of what they need before the start of school. Some of those things are a water bottle because the fountains will be closed, so they're recommending every student come with a water bottle. Also, vaccinations. Any eligible people in the student's household should be vaccinated. That's their recommendation. Last but not least, a mask, because those are required for students this year.
Based on what's been going on during the pandemic and based on what we're hearing from the community, we saw it was a need.
Just one day before the start of school in Richmond County, and help is out there. Today, I Am My Brother's Keeper Ministry held their first back-to-school party, giving out 125 book bags filled with supplies to Harrisburg families like Laura.
Last year I was able to get everything, but this year with me being out of work, he got some things, but it's still other stuff that he needs.
Bright says receiving the school supplies was a big load off her shoulders, but supplies aren't the only worry.
I'm like really concerned with the mask and then with the new virus. But in Augusta they have to go to school, so I'm just hoping that they keep them distant and keep them safe.
Masks are required in Richmond County and provided for students without one. In Columbia County, masks are only required on the bus. Also in Richmond County, kids will eat lunch in the cafeteria with friends and be able to play at recess. Physical distancing will be in place when possible. Hand sanitizing stations will be throughout schools, as well as increased cleanings. Kids are excited.
Of course, learning. But, I just miss being with my friends sometimes.
And parents are cautious.
My main concern is, trying to get her vaccinated and keep her safe. She's going to be around a lot more children. So that is my biggest concern.
And Richmond County officials say some students it might be a difficult transition for some students, especially those students that were virtual learning last year. So they want to ensure that parents make sure their child is comfortable with returning back to a classroom with students and with adults this school year.
Okay, exciting first day jitters. That has not changed despite COVID. If you are still not sure what bus your kid will be on in the morning or what time it comes, don't forget both Richmond and Columbia counties now have apps that you can download to keep track of all that. In Columbia County, the app is called EduLog Parent Portal Lite School Bus Tracker. So look for that on the App Store. In Richmond County, it's called Stop Finder. Richmond County also has a hotline open for all of your bus questions or bus problems. That number is there on your screen, 706-796-4777.
And good luck in the morning. Students prepare to ring in the school year by welcoming hundreds of new teachers to the classroom.
This comes after the I-Team found a mass exodus of local educators during the pandemic. Senior investigative I-Team reporter Liz Owens is tracking the numbers for parents.
Well, between Columbia, Richmond, and Burke counties, I found nearly 500 teachers left the classroom last school year.
Let's start in Columbia County, where we found the most significant change during the pandemic. Teacher resignations rose by more than 40% last school year. It jumped by more than 50% when we compare it to the 2018-2019 before time school year. 89 teachers resigned the following year, 96 this past school year, 136 add in retirement, and Columbia County lost a total of 189 educators. We found a similar issue with replacing teachers in Burke County. 39 teachers either resigned or retired last school year. but only 28 new teachers were hired. Let's zoom into our largest school district, Richmond County. Nearly 400 teachers left their classroom last school year. The vast majority resigned, 336 to be exact. Here's the good news. More teachers are coming back this school year. Only 203 resigned. The district hired a lot more teachers for 2021-2022 as well. More than 300 new educators will welcome students into Richmond County classrooms in the morning.
So many new faces. Well, Burke County and Columbia County do not yet have the number of teachers who will not be returning this school year. But Columbia County did tell me that they hired more than 330 new teachers this year.
Teachers have been faced with a lot over the past couple of years. You know, it's tough to blame them, Liz. Thanks for hashing all that out for us. Aiken County School District working to get us their numbers. We're going to post those on our website as soon as we get them for you.
Well, as Liz mentioned, more than 300 first-time educators are going to tackle their first day of school first thing in the morning.
And it can be a nerve-wracking but exciting time. With COVID in the mix, though, the challenges can seem pretty overwhelming.
Our Wrdw spoke with a first-year teacher in Richmond County who says she's never been more ready.
No, as long as you have your paper from yesterday, you're good.
For first-year teacher Jasmine Jones,
like I'm all in, just ready to go.
Teaching is in her DNA.
My entire family are in the school system. It's just in me to teach.
She says she's more than prepared to conquer this school year full of unknowns.
I just feel like I've prepared for this my whole life. Like, this is something that I am ready to do.
But starting off her career during a pandemic probably wasn't something in the checklist.
But I kind of am a go with the flow person, so I'm just trying to maneuver and, roll with the punches.
That means always being ready if COVID cases increase in our schools.
If we are to have to shut down again, I am prepared to do virtual as well. I'm prepared to do it in both face-to-face and virtual.
Jones says it's been chaotic and hectic, but the district has done their part to make sure everyone is prepared and staying safe through the year.
We just have to take those extra steps, no cutting corners this year because we are trying to keep everybody safe.
In Richmond County, Wrdw on your side.
Ms. Jones says she will begin her teaching career at Hepzibah High School, teaching 9th and 10th graders environmental science. So we wish her the best. We need good teachers.
Yes, we do. Just a couple of days into the new school year, McDuffie County updating their mask policy for schools there. So starting tomorrow, the district says masks will be required for students, staff, and all visitors, regardless of vaccination status. County leaders say the change is in response to rising COVID cases and the ineligibility of kids under 12 to get a vaccine.
With COVID cases climbing, we're also seeing more people hospitalized with the virus. Here are the latest numbers from our local hospitals. University says it has 64 COVID-19 patients today. That's 25 more than yesterday. AU Health has 53 patients. That's 10 more than yesterday. Doctors has 27. That's 3 more than yesterday. And we're also hearing from a doctor at University Hospital who says she expects those hospitalizations to keep rising. In a Facebook post from the hospital this week, infectious disease specialist Dr. Iana Churka says she has seen the hospital go from admitting 15 patients to more than 50 in just 1 week. She says the average age of patients in the hospital right now is lower. Think 30 to 50 years old, and the overwhelming majority are unvaccinated. She also says the Delta variant is 225% more contagious, so that means where before, if you had COVID, you may infect 2 to 3 other people. Now, with the Delta variant, you're looking at infecting, on average, 6 to 10 other people. In the post, Dr. Churka says vaccines seem to remain highly effective against hospitalization, severe disease, and death. And she calls our COVID situation a tragedy, saying it is, quote, senseless, stupid, and unnecessary.
Well, if you're looking for work, don't forget hiring is...
Kids today.
Please, don't go part time. I'm recording.
This video circulating around social media showing the moments a woman falls to the ground surrounded by Richmond County deputies. The woman says she broke her arm as a result.
We've been reaching out to the Richmond County Sheriff's Office all day for the incident report to shed some light on what may have happened leading up to all this. And just in the last hour, we got it.
News 12 Celeste Springer live with us in the studio to walk us through this video and the law.
Over 7 minutes of video, 500 comments, and 2,000 shares. Here's what we know. It is legal to record law enforcement, but it's not legal to interfere. According to the Sheriff's Office handbook we received in 2020, deputies are able to use hard hand techniques, which is a physical force without a weapon, but they can only use it when it's a reasonable way to arrest someone or protect themselves.
The video starts here, but the incident report tells us deputies say they smelled marijuana coming from the vehicle. Deputies speak to each other, business as usual. Two deputies get on each side of a parked car. The sheriff's office says the passenger is Jaquez Paschal, the driver, still unidentified. The woman recording is told to back up. Step back. The incident report says this moment where Deputy Gator has to look away from the suspect puts him in danger. The two men in the car now told they're being detained. Then a struggle. The incident report says the suspect was reaching for a brown bag. Parts of the video freeze here. As three deputies struggle to restrain the passenger of the vehicle. As the deputies and the man fall to the ground, she walks closer. During the struggle, the sheriff's office report claims the suspect punched a corporal in the eye and choked him with his vest. They say he was also reaching for that brown bag, one they say had a gun. A deputy begins punching the suspect. Then the woman falls to the ground. The incident report says she tripped.
I told her to back up. My mama wrist. Y'all get fool.
They stop, turn to chaos.
We asked if any deputies are suspended. They told us they've opened an internal affairs investigation and cannot comment on that. But according to the Sheriff's Office handbook, use of excessive force can result in a suspension without pay. As for Paschal, he was charged with a felony possession of marijuana, felony obstruction of a police officer, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The woman recording charged with misdemeanor obstruction.
All right, thanks for shedding some light on that, Celeste. For the purpose of time, we weren't able to show all parts of the video. It was 7 minutes long, but if you'd like to take a look, we will have those full videos posted for you on our website, wrdw.com.
Time for a check of the weather now.